I'm going to explain success to you very simply with one little scenario. I think you're going to love this. It's going to make sense, but people avoid doing what I'm about to tell you works. You ready for this? Everyone can do this. Let's go. Welcome to Digital Explorers, my YouTube channel and my email list where I help entrepreneurs become super entrepreneurs. What does that mean? Mega entrepreneurs means that you've got it. You've got it all there. Just trying to figure out how it all works. Like many billionaires, before we had AI or even computers, they had to do it the hard way. You don't have to. But so many people out there are seeking the simple ways, and there isn't one. But you could do something so gratifying, so amazing, that nothing could stop you from achieving your goals. Yeah, that's how I operate. I can't imagine quitting, and every time I think about it, I just say, no, this is what I should be doing, and that should be the driving force for you. So I want to just talk about that. Once we adhere to the 5 pillars of online businesses that Digital Explorers has explained to you in my free webinar. If you haven't watched it, you should. And one of them is, well, the very first one is passion. You got to really love it. It is the driving force. But let's talk about this fun little scenario I'm going to give you today. And that is, so you go after what you love and maybe have some really great mentorship and training, and then you run into some obstacles. Well, I'm going to give you a fun little scenario. Have you ever seen the movie The Hunt for Red October? Sean Connery, one of my favorites, and Alex Baldwin, way back in the day when he was a youngster. And he plays this agent, CIA agent, who's actually not really undercover, but he gets on a submarine because there is a loose Russian submarine off the coast of the United States. Yeah, fun scenario, right? What's it doing there? Well, it's a super secret mega machine. Well, the captain, Sean Connery, who's Russian, is going to defect. He's tired of war, and he wants to hand this amazing weapon over to the United States. The CIA and U.S. government doesn't know this. He's going to do it secretly. He has a real special plan on how to do this, to make it look like there's something wrong with it and that they're going to ditch it when actually they're not going to do that at all. What happens is at one point, Russia realizes what he's doing, that he's going to defect and hand this mega submarine over to the U.S., so they send in their top guys in another submarine to take him out. Well, when this captain goes to shoot at Sean Connery's mega sub, he misses. How does that happen? Sean Connery blew out some defense mechanisms that caused the missiles to veer off to another target. So that could have been the end of the story, right? No, it's not the end of the story. So if your mission is to hit that target, are you going to quit because you didn't hit your target the first time? Well, Alex Baldwin is on the sub with Sean Connery and says, now what? And Sean Connery says, oh, don't worry, he's not going to make the same mistake twice. He's recalculating his trajectory. Therefore, he's going to try another tactic that's going to work. Of course, there's this great story that happens behind that, so that Sean Connery, of course, goes into the United States and everything's all well. But I want you to know that no matter how much you know or how good you are, that there is always something out there that's going to happen to you, and you're not going to hit that target. There's going to be something else or a competitor or something's going to happen that's going to cause you to not hit that goal. That's just how it works. There's a lot to deal with in business, but if you are on a mission to hit that goal and that target, do you stop if you miss your goal the first time? If your target's deviated and you don't hit it? No! You recalculate. But so many people don't operate that way. And that's the entrepreneur mindset that says, oh, there is another way, because there's always another way. Maybe it's not competitive. Sometimes you're messaging. There's all kinds of things. But because you love what you're doing, there's some fun in that. You know you're going to hit that goal, so you're really excited because you know that, like anything, if you're a runner, you keep going and going and going until you finally hit that amazing time and you break your record, because it's always possible. Hunt for Red October, some really brilliant minds, but it was an example that People don't give up just because they don't hit their target the first time. Are you quitting? Are you defeating yourself? Are you self-sabotaging? Because that is the number one thing I see happening out there. That's not an entrepreneurial mindset. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to get discouraged or think, should I be doing this? Or, oh, I'm spending all this money on this training or whatever it is. Well, entrepreneurs realize they're investing in themselves. Just get the right mentors, get the right training, get what's working. Emulate what somebody's doing that you would like to do. Don't emulate somebody who says they have a paycheck, but you realize they haven't really no systems in place of success. They're not really teaching you anything. You're not getting real skills. Or one of my 5 pillars, a strategic business plan. It's required. So if you're ready to check this out, Digital Explorers, I have a fast track online business course. It's a fraction of the price of the whole Digital Explorers program, and it could get you up and running in 3 months. But it has a long range plan. The 5 pillars are still in place. We never skip those. We skip nothing. But you're going to have to be dedicated, and we could get you up and running. But what happens after you launch? There's a long journey behind that. So I give you 2 years unlimited access to Fast Track. And you also get 8 live coaching sessions with me to make sure you are on track. Are you ready to take that step? Are you questioning yourself? You're never going to feel 100%. You're always going to want that platform to save you, but only you possess that success formula. You just have to have the right platform, the right mentor, and if you dedicate yourself, nothing's stopping you from being Red October, the mega ship that gets to its final goal. And I would love to help you to do that. So reach out if you have questions for me, but don't give up. There's always a solution, and entrepreneurs know that. And entrepreneurs, even if they feel discouraged, never give up. I hope to see you in the Digital Explorers program. Stay tuned for more tips and stories. See you there.